Coach Teddy, I'm going to teach you one of my favorite shooting games today. This is how I teach very young kids. I know coaches say all the time, you know, Teddy, how do you get the young kids to shoot with perfect form? How do I teach my youngster to shoot the correct way? Because the biggest problem that I see is that little kids, all we do is get happy when they make shots. So here's a great little athlete. He's 4, he's 5, he's 6 years old. And why is he making you happy in basketball? Well, because he's got enough strength and coordination to heave it up there and put it in. And sometimes that can be fool's gold, because then he keeps heaving it up there and he practices and he heaves it up there and he practices, and next thing you know, you got an 8th grade kid shooting from his chest that makes shots at a pretty decent clip, that maybe isn't willing to get worse in order to get better. That's a hard thing to do for grown men. That's a hard thing to do for professionals. Ask Tiger Woods. It's really hard for a young kid to do that, especially whenever there's so much focus on the games. So how do you teach the young kids to shoot with great form? This is my favorite game. It's not just about making the shot. In fact, making the shot is a very small piece to this game. So the first thing that we do is we teach the kids, if you can shoot the ball with pretty seams. What does that mean? Hope you can see this. It's when the seams spin pretty. You know, not the cross seams, no side spin, no top spin, no knuckleball, but where you got that nice, beautiful rotation. So the first thing is they get 1 point if they just make it spin good. In close, okay? Then I do another one, whereas if their elbow is up, and I'm the one keeping score. So what happens is if they get 1 point for pretty seams, they get 1 point for elbow up, they also get 1 point for a make. But if you were to come in and have your elbow up, instead of having it down, okay, where you're shooting it out, your elbow's down here, your elbow's up here. What they do is they want to win. So they come in, and even if they miss the shot, if they come in, they shoot with pretty seams and their elbow up, and they miss, that's 1 for the pretty seams, that's 1 for the elbow up. Well, if they come in and they just heave it up there and it goes in, that's only 1 point. So kids are smart, they want to win, they want to be competitive, plus they want to please the people that are their coaches or their mentors or their parents or whoever it is. That's what kids love. They love to get the praise. That's why little kids shoot like that, because they want it to go in, people go crazy. So 1 point for pretty seams, 1 point for elbow up, and 1 point for a make. So if a kid comes in, has an elbow up, shoots pretty seams, and makes the shot, it's 3. You add a special twist in there that makes it a 5 points for a perfect swish. It's got to have pretty seams, it's got to have the elbow up. You keep a running score as they go. It's great if you work with some big kids, some little kids. You put all the little kids on one team, all the older kids on the other team. All the little kids go, oh, that's not fair, that's not fair. But then you set the scoring up so that they can be successful and they can win and it's competitive. It's a ton of fun. Other things you can do, other variations to this drill, if you want them practicing dribbling in and shooting, you can put a little box here. They can get 1 point for a good jump stop, plus 1 point for the pretty seams, plus 1 point for the elbow, plus 1 point for the make. If they make a perfect swish, it's 5 total points. That's awesome. And another thing you can do to really preach backboard, if you can have them coming in at the angle, if you're coaching, you know what I mean, that awesome angle, but it drives you crazy when the kids don't use the backboard because you know it goes in so much more. So you can have them coming in at that angle, and you can give them 1 point for the pretty seams, 1 point for the elbow up, 1 point for a make, and 3 points for a bank make. You'll be shocked if you just make it more valuable and you make the game fun, how much more fun the kids will have. So that's my favorite shooting game, to teach the young kids how to shoot with pretty form, pretty spin, and that'll be pretty results. Hope that helps.